Are you sitting around blaming your lack of success on not having any talents? Or maybe you feel like if I could master this one skill, I'd be far better off. Well, in this video, I'm going to be telling you about 7 things that you can and should be doing that require zero talent but are keys to success. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me again here on my channel. It's your boy Kevin, back with another video. If you're joining me for the very first time, here on my channel I post videos that are meant to motivate, inspire, and help you achieve the best version of you. So if you're into that sort of thing, please decide to go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, give the video a share, join the community. I'd be glad to have you. And by the way, I'm looking to reach my next milestone of 500 subscribers. So go ahead and help a brother out. A lot of us sit back and look at actors, actresses, musicians, athletes, celebrities, even some of our own coworkers and friends, and think if I was as talented as them, I could be living my best life. Now, throughout my years as a manager at various organizations, I've met a lot of people who didn't progress and held themselves back because they believed that they needed some sort of talent in order to get ahead. And the reality is that it just wasn't true. Now, people will say, I can't sing, I can't draw, I can't dance, I'm not good at public speaking, I'm not good at sports, or whatever the case might be. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, having talent is a good thing. But today I want to break that cycle in your head that tells you that talent is everything. So let's take a quick look at these 7 things that are just as important as having talent in order to help you get ahead. Number 1, work ethic. It's been said that hard work spotlights the character in people. Some people turn up their sleeves, some people turn up their noses, and well, some people just don't turn up at all. And you can have the greatest of talents, but if it's not accompanied by great work ethic, it's a complete waste. Now, being someone that proves to be reliable, dependable, has a focus on producing quality results, and is disciplined goes a tremendously long way. Now, if you think about it, as insanely talented as Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were, I would bet you any money that if they did not have the work ethic that they did, they wouldn't be the household names that we know. Alternatively, people like Steve Jobs, Russell Simmons, and Mark Zuckerberg, none of which who finished college, by the way, are all hugely successful because of their work ethic. Number 2, a good attitude. You can't control all things that happen to you, but you definitely can control your attitude towards it. When you get passed up for that promotion, when that relationship doesn't work out, when you fail that test, you didn't get the raise you expected, or you didn't win the bidding war for that home that you wanted, only you have the ability to control how you respond to these things. And it's only natural that, of course, at first we're going to be upset, we're going to feel slighted, but that really shouldn't be long-lived. It should be very short-lived. And having a good attitude doesn't mean that you're without emotion. However, when you live in that self-pity, at being at the foot of life's disappointments, people around you can see that, sense it, and it can also hold you back. Now, things are not always going to go in your favor, and the sooner you learn to pick up and dust yourself off and move on from life's disappointments and surround yourself with positive people, positive self-affirmations, and not allow those disappointments to measure your level of worth, the better off you'll be. Number 3, being on time. Now, you may have heard the saying that 5 minutes early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. Now, I agree with this, except that I think you should be 10 minutes early. Now, especially in the workplace, whether it be for a job interview, arriving for a meeting, being able to show up on time is absolutely critical. Now, but more than just the workplace, being on time for ordinary things in life is just an important rule. Like, fellas, being late to pick up your date for the evening, it's a sure way to start off on the wrong foot. But at the same time, ladies, don't have the man waiting outside for 45 minutes because you're still getting ready when you knew the date was coming 2 weeks ago. Now, in my personal opinion, being on time is key because it demonstrates that you value and have respect for other people's time. Now, I personally generally have a rule, and it's that as a courtesy, if you happen to be 10 minutes late, I'll wait. But other than that, I'm out of there. Do whatever it takes to ensure you show up where you need to be on time. Leave home early, set your watch a few minutes fast so that you know that you'll be there on time, and that way if you're running behind, you're still kind of on time. Number 4, integrity. The quality of someone who is honest and has strong morals and ethics is often rarer than those who have talents. Integrity is super important, especially in a leadership position. From being able to admit that you're wrong when you are, or taking ownership of your mistakes, to choosing to do the right thing even when it's not a popular opinion. Having integrity is an essential part of building your reputation. And it might seem that all the shady people are the ones who get all the promotions and have all the success and get all the good things, but I can tell you that there's a lot of power for those who are willing to keep it 100. Now, simply put, integrity is choosing what's right over what's convenient. Number 5, listening. You ever wonder why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth? I've heard it said that it's because you should be quicker to listen than to speak. And if you sit back and listen to the greatest entrepreneurs out there, you'll quickly realize one thing. They all spent vast amounts of time listening to people that had much more knowledge than them. See, sometimes we as people, we want to be the loudest person in the room, as we say. We want people to think that we have all the knowledge and that we're the ones that they should listen to. But if you want to grow as an individual, as a business, as a leader, as a student, get yourself around some people who know much more than you. Take, for example, this circle here. Let's say that represents everything there is to know in the universe. How much of it do you know? This much? This much? Having an attitude like you already know everything when someone is trying to show you something is without question detrimental to your ability to progress in life. So what I don't want you to do is to listen to win or listen to fix. We can cover those in another video, but I want you to get behind listening to learn. Be open. Number 6, being prepared. Being prepared definitely is a way that you can stand out from the crowd. And like all the other topics we've covered so far, it doesn't take any talent. I can recall countless times that I've interviewed people trying to get hired at the organizations I've worked for, and they didn't bother to take the time to learn anything about the company. And I've also had coworkers who got the same invite to the same meeting I'm at, but they didn't bother to read the documents ahead of time. Then they come to the meeting and can't participate in the conversation because they have no clue what's being discussed. So ahead of that meeting with your potential client, do some research on them and the company. See if there's a common thread that you can find to help you break the ice and solidify that deal. Or before you head to the next networking session or conference, do some research about the latest trends in your industry or your emerging technologies so that you can stand out and actively participate in the conversations that you're probably going to find yourself in. All you need to do is a little bit of research, no talent required. Number 7, passion. If you're not passionate about what you do, it'll stop you from wanting to learn. And without continuing to learn, you'll become stagnant. And if you become stagnant, you won't be successful. Have you ever been around someone who is absolutely passionate about what they're doing or what they believe in? You can feel the passion when they speak. This is why people like, let's say, Tony Robbins is so successful. I mean, if you've ever heard him speak, he speaks with such passion and conviction that it makes those around him want to buy whatever it is he's selling. Now, I don't care what job you've got. I don't care what position you hold. Do that to your absolute ability. Do it with love and conviction. And if you're the custodian, make that place sparkle like no one else can. If you're the burger flipper, well, pay attention to those patties like you're serving them to the queen. And if you're a door-to-door salesman, well then, be this guy.
I'm gonna cut straight to the mustard. Watch this though, don't laugh too hard because the neighbor's gonna see this black kid straight your window, okay? But look, wax on, wax off like Mr. Miyagi. Remember the Karate Kid? Now watch this, the air dry, look, it puts a coating on your window. No water spots, no fingerprints, no streaks. That's why we can't sell it to criminals. Don't tell OJ or Tiger Woods, okay?
Alright, since you were generous enough to stick around to the end of this video, I'm gonna throw in one more as a bonus. But before I do, let me give a shout out to Richard, who has a similar channel to mine, has been showing lots of support to my channel, and is also producing very good content. Check him out and subscribe. Okay, so another thing that takes no talent but speaks volumes about you is body language. It's said that at least 55% of all communication is body language, which means that many times before you even open your mouth, your body language is already speaking on your behalf. Think about that. Now, people are analyzing you within the first 7 seconds of seeing you. And your body language, your posture, your facial expressions, all can exude confidence or it can exude inferiority. So start being cognizant of what your body language is saying. So it's my hope that you'll rethink the amount of emphasis you're putting on talent as a whole. Listen, if you like this video, please give it a like, share it, and of course, if you haven't already, join the community, subscribing, and help me get to 500. Until next time, peace and love.